whiteboard edition of your afternoon trivia recap for today. Coming off a great historic afternoon trivia last Monday. We started the day. It was one of our contestants, Andy 8010, with a 5-game winning streak continuing into this week. Could he continue the streak and possibly build into the double digits? Right at 1:55 p.m., which was the time that I gave for in the afternoon trivia announcement, I posted welcome to afternoon trivia. I then quickly posted songs with cities in the title, trivia, correct spelling required, and instantaneously Andy 8010 joins the room. Right before that, he was not in the room. Free Jack saw this, and Free Jack says, just like clockwork. Free Jack, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Just like clockwork. You subscribe to the Frank Addington channel, you watch the Frank Addington channel, you get the announcement for what time afternoon trivia or Ocean One for All the Marbles is going to start. And if you're able, boom, you're right there at the time that was stated in the Frank Addington announcement video. Andy 8010 does just this. Free Jack, take a page from one of the greatest trivia players in trivia history. And we started off with songs with cities in the title, and this one was cities only. Okay, so it had to be cities in the title. All right, and I made an error on this one. I had Midnight Train to Georgia. Whoops, screwed that up. Had to scratch it, but asked one more, and it was Free Jack, the legend himself, closing and getting the victory. And doing it convincingly, 5-1. Now, right before the first question was asked, Free Jack picked up a technical. And after last week's record 5 technicals, it looked like the legend of Free Jack was going to continue. We'll find out what happened after that when we get to the contestants present. Free Jack winning the first game of the day. And then we went with National Football League quarterbacks. And this one went to Johnny D, winning 5-1. Couple of easy victories right off the bat. Past participle verbs. For some reason, this one always throws people off. People have some little challenge with this one. A lot of times they're usually irregular verbs. Okay, and all of these were irregular, even though I didn't have it in the title. I could have had regular verbs, but I chose to do all irregular verbs. Most people post the past tense, not the past participle. But eventually they get around to it. Their head doesn't explode like Dewey's would if he was planning this. But here we go, past participle verbs. And it was Andy 8010 getting the victory, 5-2-1. Game 4 was 1999 film titles trivia. This one had The Phantom Menace in it. This one had Big Daddy in it. Big Daddy was here, by the way. Big Daddy saying that FJ is the Big Daddy of the rooms. A heck of a compliment from the Big Daddy. But we also had Mickey Blue Eyes, and that's Hugh Grant, James Caan, and the recently departed Pastore. 1989 film titles trivia. And forget forget the other titles, but Vincent Pastore, who was in Nikki Blue Eyes, we had a moment of silence because he passed away over the weekend. And this time it was honored pretty well. The FJ running his mouth a little bit, not paying attention. No technical because it was inadvertent, but FJ, you got to pay attention, all right? Save the banter until after the moment of silence. Thank you in advance. John with his second victory of the day, 5-0, and pitching a perfecto. It was a hell of a job on the film titles. National Football League quarterbacks. We went back to it on this one. And this one went to John again. So John winning both of the NFL QBs trivia. He wins this one 5-1. It's a pretty nice run there, winning 3 of the last 4 games and going 15-1 in those games. There was a nice stretch there for John. He had a hell of a day today. Won this one 5-1. We then went with songs with U.S. states in the title. And this one, All My Exes Live in Texas, California Girls by Katy Perry and Snoop Dogg and others. And then this one, Blue Moon of Kentucky, Blue Moon of Kentucky, songs and states in the title. And this one closing with Oklahoma Joe by Chris Lado. This time it was Andy getting the win and doing it 5-1. We didn't have any close victories today. We had some different winning contestants. So Andy getting his second victory of the day. Songs with countries in the title. Whoop, that's not right. Songs with countries in the title. This was a first time ever category right here. We've done these by themselves, states and cities, but when we've done countries, it's been looped in as a category like songs with cities, states, and countries in the title. We've also gone as far as to do songs with cities, states, countries, continents, and planets in the title, and kind of done it all. All right, so we got some. This was definitely something that was not planned on, songs with countries in the title, but we even had Panama by Van Halen from Van Halen 1984. All right, this one, the first time category, went to Andy Eddie 10, winning it second in a row, second time in a row, 5-1. Another first time category, dog breeds. Okay, so we had German Shepherd on here. Some pretty common ones. And Rottweiler to close it out. Remember last week we did insects? Remember that? Types of insects, dog breeds. This one went pretty well. I kind of like this one. It may not have a lot of replay value, maybe like 1 or 2 more, but they go back to this again. So dog breeds went to Andy 8010. Is he a dog owner? I'm not sure. He won't show us on the Saberhagen channel if he has any pets. In fact, we don't see anything on the Saberhagen channel. We know nothing about this guy. Game 9. It's uncommon to have 3 of the same category in afternoon trivia. But it has happened before. It happened today. National Football League quarterbacks close out afternoon trivia. And this one was kind of a special one because we had a lot of quarterback birthdays today. And all of them were listed here. So we did a Jay Cutler birthday. Peter's made a big error in the message today saying Jay Cutler turns 53. Sorry about that, Jay. You're 43, so not that old. So we had one for Jay Cutler, and then we had Tom Brady, 49, and then we had one for we had 2 current quarterbacks. Tyrod Taylor turning 37, he was in there, and to close it out, we had Zach Wilson of the Saints turning 27, 4 quarterbacks having birthdays today. All the birthday boys were honored here. NFL, so NFL quarterbacks trivia, special way to close out afternoon trivia for the big cash prizes right here. And the one who closed it out was Andy 8010, winning his 4th straight. So he takes a 4-game winning streak into the next time, wins 5-3. This was our most competitive round, guys. It was not very competitive. It was overall it was competitive, but the rounds were not very competitive individually. All right, big cash prizes. Andy 8010 going with the resources. Greg Omelet. Taters. Let's look at the contestants present. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do we have a lot of contestants or what? Oh, I could fit these all in one line. I'll give it a shot. So we had Andy was in. Andy with 5 victories today. Hell of a performance. We had Cubbies was in. Cubbies was a heck of a player today. He was really involved. He did pick up a technical. And then we had DNR. DNR showing up today, getting some points. Like he was going to make some noise here. I think in the first quarterbacks, one of these, past participles. He was up like 2-0, and then couldn't continue and win. But nice performance there. We had Free Jackballs. I mentioned him getting a victory to start the day. And it may have been him with the 3 points here. It's him or John. I think it was John. So Free with some points. Free with 1 technical. So he had that 1 technical before we even started, before we even had a question today. It looked like maybe he was going to go on another run. He behaved himself. Just settled with that 1 technical. John, just a great day today. I mean, 3 victories, hell of a job today by John Kitna. And then we had Mr. Maddox was in. Maddox getting a much deserved relief from shower duties after 2 weeks in a row. Shower duties, doing a great job. He had a nice little break there. So then we had JG was in J53. Was back on shower duties today. Didn't really have to do anything. Nobody got ejected. JHL was in. Road 2 was in. Must have been busy. He was a non-factor. Was not playing. As was Schittler. Nothing going on with those 2. Shonk taking a break from trivia, saying I'm not playing today because of he blames himself for some reason for the controversy like a couple nights ago when he answered a question after time and someone tried to be a white knight. I don't know why he felt the need to feel guilty about that. Who else was in today? Eric was in. Sadly, a non-factor. Eric, Mr. Eric, and then we had Mr. Met. Mr. Met was pretty quiet. He did get 1 technical, so that would be it for the technicals. We had 3 technicals today. No shower visits, no ejections. FJRS was at least talking today, so that was good to see him talking. Just don't talk during the moment of silence. Thank you. First time ever morning coffee showed up. And definitely a catfish, was in and out. And then there was two ladies today. Sue's son showed up very late, was unable to get any traction, was unable to get any points or anything. I don't think she even participated. She kind of bailed on saying only Andy and John can win. Oh yeah? What about right here, Sue? What about right there, Sue? To quote Gideon, I can do all things through Christ. Not some things, not just a couple things, all things. Amen. Little inside thing there if you have the AD channel, Greg Brisk channel. All right, great job today, guys. Now, I think this is a great day of afternoon trivia. I really enjoyed these different rounds and having a lot of contestants participating today. Free Jack with a win, John with 3 wins, Andy with 5 wins. So it was really good, really fun day today, afternoon trivia. That's it. See you next time, guys.